See, Aishwarya Ramesh will be joining on us with live. Hi, hi David, hi Monica. What are the question you wanna ask? You just text. We'll just write it down and we'll just clarify everything one by one. Okay? Thank you, Divya, like Snake. Okay, bro. Hi, thank you. Hello, bro. Hello. I see Rahul myself. Like I'm the founder. I'm the founder and Android developer of this app. I will just join. Yeah. Okay, we'll just join her. Hi. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes. Just give a short introduction about you. Like I just know the people are joining. We got like a 40
Okay,
people right now.
okay,
Because
okay.
okay, before that I wanna ask you because more people have confusion about today because ICAI told they will get their admit card today, so the people are confused. They told at 11 p.m. the server will open. The people are getting confusion. It's like 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. like that.
Okay, so tonight they will be getting their admit cards. That's what they should understand. It's 11 p.m. Tonight is what ICA have announced.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Can you just done. Can you just give a short introduction about you?
Okay, so hello guys. I am Aishwarya Ramesh. So I am a qualified company secretary. First of all, before completing CA, I completed my company secretary. Then I am a practicing chartered accountant. I practice as a chartered accountant, and teaching is my passion. So I teach accountancy for foundation students.
Excuse me, one second. Bro, please text in English. We don't know Hindi. Okay? You're just
Okay.
commenting in Hindi. Please text in English. Thank you. Please continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's it about me. So I am handling accountancy at foundation level, and I'm practicing as a chartered accountant.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll just ask the students if they have any question. Bro, if you have any question, please comment us below. We'll just answer for it. We have 22 people.
Okay.
We'll just
Yeah,
wait for like
guys,
a
you
10.
have any questions? Maybe about the upcoming exams? Any general queries on the subjects, how to study, how to handle?
Okay, let me ask you one question. Like usually every day, I used to get like a one message is like how to handle the law paper. Everyone fears for the law paper.
Okay, fine. All right. So when it comes to law paper, at foundation level, it is common that people are afraid about it because up to their schooling, 12th year or something, they wouldn't have faced these many law things. Like they wouldn't have faced a lot of provisions, all those things. Accountancy, mathematics, they would have already gone through the basics of it. But law is new to students. But then law, when it comes to law, it is actually easier when compared to mathematics, accountancy. All that students have to do is give a consistent study for law. Since it is new to them, they will have to study law on everyday basis and they will have to revise it on everyday basis. Once they read, the next immediate day they will have to revise it. At least thrice they should revise the particular concept or a chapter in law so that they don't they get used to it, used to the words, the newer words that they are facing in the law subject. And when it comes to exams for scoring in law, it is very important that they present the answers well. So the answers have to be given in a particular order or particular manner so that they impress the examiner, that is the person who is correcting their paper, and they are awarded good marks. Okay.
Okay, I just got a question. Can I prepare good from now? If they start studying from the now, can I just write their December exam like that?
Okay, fine. So if they have taken up the classes, if the classes are done, all that they have to do is only a revision or only a studying after completing their classes. Yes, they can. Since they have around approximately 30-35 days, definitely they can. But again, they should be the full focus has to be given on studies so that within these limited time they can complete it.
Is it compulsory to write section in the law? Is it
No,
compulsory?
no. At foundation level or even at intermediate level, it is not compulsory at all. You need not even mention the section number anywhere in the answer paper. You can just
Oh,
write it as per the provisions of Company Law 2013 or as per the provisions of Contract Act. That is enough. That would be fine for foundation level. But to
okay.
start,
Many people are. Oh,
whenever,
yeah.
yeah, whenever they are starting,
Yeah.
whenever you are starting with an answer, try to answer it like as per the provisions of so and so act. That would be fine. And instead of just right away starting with the answer, they can start it this way as per the provisions of so and so. But section number need not be specifically given.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Like many people asking like the exam like CA foundation exam is keep on postponing, right? Some people like I feel like a negativity. I don't get like a fire in that like that. So
Okay.
what's your like advice for them?
All right. So here, see, first of all, for giving your exams, you need to drive away all the negativity that is there. I know for students at their little age, all these things, the postponing thing and other things seems to be a biggest hurdle and they are not able to focus on the exams completely. But here I would like to narrate a very small story. I think many of you would have heard about a story of frogs. Okay, I'll just summarize it here for quicker understanding of the students. So there were a group of frogs which was traveling in a forest. So there was a small pit, and two frogs fell into the pit. And in the pit, the other frogs, whichever was outside the pit, thought that the pit is so deep, and these two frogs cannot come out at all. So the frogs that are outside, that is in the safest zone, they were shouting at those two frogs which has fallen that the pit is so deep that you people cannot escape at all. You people cannot win and save your life. So better do not try, do not take up any pain, just leave it off. So one frog which heard all these negative thoughts, the negative words of the other frogs, which are whoever is in the safer side of the life, it left the hope. It just don't want to take up pain, and finally it died. But the other frog actually kept on trying, and one point of time it came out from the pit and it saved its life and started enjoying its life. Then the other frogs, whoever was there on the safer side, asked it, "Didn't you hear us? How did you come out?" Then the frog said, "No, I could not hear because I am deaf." So the frog which was in the pit did not hear whatever the negative words, whatever the negative things that the other frogs in the safer side was telling. So it kept on trying. It took up the pain. Everything in life, everything comes with a pain. And when you want to win something, when you want to achieve something, every time, everywhere, you will have some negativity around you. It can be in any form. It can be in the form of you suffering from any health issues, any environmental problem, societal problem. But now for this November exam, most of the students are facing this negativity because of the exam's uncertainty. But you people should not be facing this as a negative thing. Remember, if you want to achieve something, you will have to take up pain. So just understand whether the exams are going to happen or not. But to my understanding, exams will definitely happen this time. So just keep it in mind, and you are studying for your goodness. So just have it in mind and keep studying, keep putting your hard works. That would definitely make you
Yeah.
win one day. Yeah.
I just got a small like a silly question like is calculator allowed in the inside the exam? What type of
Yes.
calculator I can use?
It's a basic calculator alone is allowed.
Okay, I
You should be
just
having some statistical calculator. Those things are not allowed. The basic calculator is allowed.
okay. Every day, the most of the people ask me the question is how can I score in rank like a top 100 ranks?
Top
How can
100
the,
ranks. Okay. So for getting a rank, consistency is very important. You will have to study with consistency. Like every day, you should study every day. You should be revising the subjects. And with respect to accountancy and mathematics, a lot of practice is important. Most of the students, they lose ranks or they don't even pass in CA exams, professional exams like CA, because they lack practice or they do not watch for the time. See, when the students are given with the same question paper, when they are at home, when they are relaxed, they would be able to solve all the answers thoroughly with with full perfection. But sitting at the exam hall, given the 2 hours or 3 hours time, they will not be able to answer it within that particular limited time. So when you are practicing, if your aim is to get rank, you should be setting timer to solve the questions. Say, for example, you have 30 minutes to solve a particular question, say a 20-mark question or 16-mark question. You should always try to solve it within 25 minutes. So if you practice with such timer, with consistency, with lot of revision, there is a lot of possibility that you will definitely get rank.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Like, next question is people are asking any tips and tricks for like a mathematics. Like they can only study like a book back or additional question, or they want to go for like another books like that.
Okay. So, first of all, I say material is sufficient for all the papers, because when you go through the previous exam question paper, maybe there are 3-4 attempts of paper, there are a lot of questions from ICAI material itself. Only those numbers, the slight changes would be made. First thing, that is sufficient. But for practicing, to practice more and more sums, you can choose any one book from the market. You need not buy many books and keep yourself confused with all the things that is available in the market, because you know a lot of things available. Like, you have a lot of authors writing books, a lot of materials available, but you need not keep on getting confused buying all those books. Just one extra book other than ICAI material would be sufficient, just to get practice with the questions.
Okay, next question they are asking only there is 30 days more for their exam. Like they are asking like how many hours they should spend on studies every day.
Okay, but this actually depends on individual to individual. Say, for example, I studied until my final, I studied only for max to max 9 to 10 hours. That would be my maximum. But there are people who study for 20 hours. But remember, when you are not able to concentrate, if your concentration is not there, you are keep on studying, but you are not able to remember whatever you are studying, then it means your mind requires rest. So if that is only 8 hours, then it is fine. If you're studying for 8 hours and if you're able to focus and remember whatever you're studying, then that is fine for you. You need not see others, whoever is spending 16 to 20 hours, and just follow them. Don't do that. Because every individual's health is different from one person to another. So understand your individuality, understand how much you can study, how many hours you can sit and study together, and then do that. For a professional exam, you should be at average 8 to 12 hours you will have to spend.
Okay, like the next question is how much the presentation is important.
Very important. I will say 200% it is important. The presentation need not be neat. It need not be like for accounts, you did not take up scale, pencil with you to draw all the ledgers. All these things are not necessary. But then the person who is correcting the paper has to understand whatever you have written. And when it comes to law, as I told you in the beginning, presentation is very important. It has to go in this format. First of all, when a question is asked in law, you should give the provisions of law first, as per the provisions of so and so, and you will have to mention whatever is actually given in the law. Once that is over, you will have to discuss the case that is given in the question. Whatever is asked in the question, as in the given case, you will have to discuss that. Then, as a last liner, one-liner, you should give the conclusion. So if the answer is given in this format, the presentation would be neat, and the chances of scoring higher marks is more. When it comes to accountancy, accountancy being a written paper, again, the presentation is very important. The numbers that you write has to be clear. Avoid scribbling, avoid striking off. If something goes wrong in a particular answer, you can actually strike it off and write it neat. That would actually help the person, whoever is correcting, to understand it and give more marks.
Okay. Again, I got one repeated question. It's like
Yeah.
how to manage the time in paper 2, like a law and BCR. They're asking like it's important to write the section again. Then they are confused in writing the case study, it seems.
Okay, so that's what for case study. As I told you, this is how you will have to present. First, you'll have to give the provisions of law. Then you'll have to discuss the case, whatever is given in the question, and then give your conclusion. When it comes to law, many people find the paper lengthy, or they don't able to complete the entire paper on time, the given time, 3 hours. because they don't know where to limit their answers. Say, for an example, the question is for 4 marks. You will have to limit your answers just for one side or just for 8 to 10 lines. That is enough. You need not keep on writing everything that you have studied in law. So try to limit your answers. Try to set timing for questions. See, the paper is going to be for 100 marks and it is going to be for 3 hours. You will have to divide this 100 hours into 180 minutes. So 1 minute for writing 1 mark question, you will have to spend around 1.6 minutes, I believe. You just have to do that calculation and spend only 5 minutes or so in writing a 4-mark question. So for every question you write, you will have to keep checking your timing so that you don't miss out answering any question at the end. I hope
Okay, then about
you
the
people actually,
about the BCR.
yeah,
You
same
explain
rule
about
for,
the same.
yes, same rule
Okay.
for that also.
Because these people just think like a BCR is different, LAS different, because it's English, right? Because some people
Okay,
like come from their own language medium, Hindi medium,
okay,
Tamil medium, or Telugu medium. They feel difficult in writing like as English.
okay. But then, as far as presentation is there, you need not focus on the neatness, but you'll have to write the answers clear and precise. You need not be writing too lengthy answers. You'll have to be precise in your answers. The ICA will not be checking on how many lines or how many pages you're writing the answers, but they will looking for some of the keywords. So when you're studying, you have to underline or highlight the keywords in the answer and then try to rewrite that particular keywords in exams.
Okay, I just got a small question. They asked me like, do they get an extra sheet for max exam for doing rough works?
Okay. So you will, I don't think there will be an extra sheet, but I think on the question paper there will be one side, 1 or 2 sides would be there where you can actually write all your working notes. Yes, there will be 2 papers, but you cannot keep getting extra papers like how you do it for your written exams. 1 or 2 papers, additional papers in the question paper itself would be given.
Okay, then another question is like, how to get through the accounts theory?
How to?
Get through accounts theory.
Theory, okay, yes. Most of the students actually do not concentrate on the theory of accounts, but that goes as an important thing when it comes to accounts. So the basic chapters in accountancy portions.
Okay, just wait a second. We'll add her again. Yeah, just give a minute. Just give a minute. We are just rejoining.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, some internet interruption. I think so. Yeah,
Yes.
we are talking about accounts theory.
Yes, accounts theory. So while you're studying for accounts theory, you can actually see your previous exam questions. Whatever questions are asked in the past 5 to 6 attempts, those things can be studied. And you can study all the side headings, like whatever side headings are given, like maybe the features of accounting or features in all the chapters, features, characteristics, all these side headings can be remembered for easy writing in the exam. Based on the side headings, you can actually develop all your answers.
Okay, the next question is like, I got the same repeated question. Is the calculator is allowed with tax?
Tax, okay. No, the basic calculator is alone allowed.
Yeah. Then another repeated like a basic BCR articles, right? They're saying it takes like a more time is consuming
More time is consuming for
on BCR again.
while
BCR
writing the exams,
articles.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine. No, while studying or while writing the exams?
while writing the exam, like they are writing their model exams,
Okay.
right? Like because last
Okay.
week we just 2 days before we kept like a paper to full exam. Like we just gave them 3.5 hours. They said like
Okay.
they don't have enough time like that because
Okay.
they
So
yes,
see,
because
everywhere
100
this
plus
problem
people.
is.
Okay, sorry. You just continue.
Yes, yes, yes. So everywhere, every professional student actually faces this problem. Even I have faced when I was writing my exams up to final level, this problem would be there. But we'll have to develop this time management. You will have to cut short your answers. You need not be giving more and more answers, and you will have to have all the answers in the fingertips so that you don't spend too much time on thinking or refreshing your whatever you have studied. So one thing, you will have to revise a lot so that you can answer to the question spontaneously. You will have to attempt a lot of mock exams so that this time management is being developed. As I told you, you will have to take the marks like 100 marks divided by the amount of time that is there, and then you will have to allocate one particular question. If the question is for 4 marks, how much time has to be taken for that 4 mark question has to be decided, and only that time has to be taken to write the answer. If you're going to exceed there the given amount of time, then the entire portion, like when you're going to end up, then you're going to end up without answering one or two questions. That should not be done. Everywhere you will have to restrict your answers within the time that you have set.
Okay, next question I got is like, what is the minimum marks to score in general?
40. So okay,
40.
I'll tell you. To clear a paper, that is to clear a subject, you will have to get 40 marks. And in aggregate, when it comes to an aggregate, it has to be more than 50%.
Okay, then they have to get like a 200 around for
Yes,
400, right?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, then I got a question is like more than 2 hours, I'm not able to concentrate on my studies.
Okay. All right. Again, this problem would be there with many students. When they are at schooling, we don't spend much time on studying. Maybe in the evening, like after we come from the school, we study for 2 to 3 hours. That's it. But when it comes to a professional studies like CA, CS, CMA, whatever is it, when it is a professional course, at an average, you will have to spend 8 to 12 hours. But most of the students feel this to be very difficult, but you will have to practice for that. You can actually take a lot of breaks in between. Every 1 hour or every 45 minutes you will have to take a small break. See, we people are just humans. You cannot be keep on studying continuously for 10 to 12 hours without practice. Maybe as you practice, as you keep studying foundation, inter, at final level, you will be able to sit and study continuously. But just to start with at foundation level, it is not possible. It is not only that particular student who is facing this problem, but everybody will be facing this. So you will have to take short breaks in between. Every 45 minutes, you can take a break. You can listen to your songs, your favorite songs, or just 5 to 10 minutes. The break should be. It should not be another. See, 45 minutes you read, and 45 minutes the break time should not be there. If you read for 45 minutes, just 5 to 10 minutes break, you'll have to close the break and then resume your studies. And when you're resuming again after a break, you should just give 5 minutes of time to recall whatever you have studied the previous 45 minutes. That is the time that you've taken before the break. That will actually enhance your brain. That will make your brain to remember things for a longer time.
Okay, the next question I got is like, please tell me about the negative marks and the mark deduction in ICAI.
Okay, so negative marks for all the MCQ papers which are given to you. If you answer a particular question wrongly, that 1 mark you will not receive. Apart from this, 25% mark would be deducted. That is 1/4 marks would be deducted for you. That is why we call it as negative marks. So for one wrong answer, you will lose 1.25 marks.
Okay, then I got another political question. Like they said me like due to postponing, right? For the NEET exam, they asked in a easy manner. Like they said like a NEET student said like they got an easy question paper. They say like ICA also keep on postponing, right? Will this ICA makes this question paper will be difficult, or they make like as if like a NEET for easy?
Okay. If students have prepared well, it's going to be a very easy paper, damn easy paper. So better they'll have to prepare well, concentrate on preparation to face a damn easy paper. Definitely the paper would be easy, but it
Yeah.
depends on the
Oh.
preparation.
Yeah. Then they ask how to prepare for a BCK and economics. It's a one. They say it's in 1 mark. Most of the time the people concentrate on maths and accounts, but they never concentrate on economics and BCA. They think it's very easy. It's only 1 mark, right? I just gonna click here and there. I'm gonna pass. It is like a story like that. They don't much concentrate on economics. So if they concentrate much more on economics, right? At the end, a total marks of 200, right? It may help, right? If they get 41, 42 in maths or in
Yes, yes,
law,
for
if they
aggregate.
score 75, yeah, if they get 75 plus, it's very easy to score 75 plus in economics and BCK. I think so. You just give your experience.
Yes, what you're saying is true. Where people always concentrate, students always concentrate on papers like accounts maths because they feel it difficult, especially maths. They keep on doing maths, and since it is difficult for them. But for a paper like economics, if they spend little more time, it will definitely help them for aggregate marks. As I told you, they will have to get more than 50%, at least 50% for passing the aggregate criteria which is given by ICAI. So in order to achieve that, they should also be focusing on economics on everyday basis, or they will have to revise the I think for all the 4 papers, students have to give equal amount of time and studying. So if they feel mathematics is difficult, a little extra time, but then they should not be doing injustice to economics. They should also give equal time to economics. They should try to score more marks in economics, more than what they are actually aiming for the other 3 papers. This will definitely, as you told, this will definitely help them to score in aggregate.
Yeah. Then I got a question is they're saying now there's no college, right? So they have lots of time for preparation for CA foundation. They say if I get passed in CA foundation, should I discontinue or drop out from my regular college like BCom, BB or something? I should concentrate on a CA intern, or I can handle both at the same time. Because I got a message from yesterday morning, he's from Delhi, okay? He told he just got uh, commerce seat in the top college in the Delhi. He just told me, should I continue a CA foundation, or should I go for my college? I cannot handle the both. Some people can handle, but most of the people they are saying, should I drop out or should I continue CA? Or after 3 years, I can do CA. After 3 years means there will be more competition, change in paper, many things, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So if you're able to clear foundation, then the best idea, best suggestion from my end, best opinion from my end is to continue with CA. Because the next 8 months you will have to spend for your intermediate level preparation. And once you complete your intermediate level, you will immediately have to start with your articleship. While doing articleship, you will definitely not be able to continue your college. So this 8 months, suppose after clearing your foundation, you are continuing with your college. Then only for the next 8 months, you can continue with the college. When you are going to start with your articleship, you will not be able to continue the college. So then coming to the timing that, or the stress that you will face while preparing your CA intermediate along with your college. Definitely there would be a little extra stress because you will have to spend time at your college. You will have to be physically there at your college, attend all your assignments, prepare for your assignments, college semesters and all those things. Apart from this you will have to focus on a professional exam like CA intermediate. The papers are going to be 8 in number, and you will have to definitely give a lot of time for that preparation. So the best opinion from my end would be to leave out your college and focus on your CA. Once you're going to complete your intermediate at first attempt, then if you're going to join your articleship at a good firm, then this will give you a lot of exposure than what is expected in your college. So you can definitely sacrifice your college for the best results in your CA intermediate and articleship exposure.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lalita ma'am, I think your mother, right? Your mother sister. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe
How
she's
many
watching
subjects?
the live from outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many subjects we want to study in a day? How many subjects we want to
Okay.
study in a day?
Okay. So if you're studying for the first time, This is like you're preparing, you're just started to prepare for your exams, then two subjects should be sufficient. One can be like accounts, the other can be a theory paper, or one can be like maths and the other theory paper. So one theory and one practical paper is what I'm suggesting. When you're at the revision stage, say only 20, 15 days a day for my exams and I'm going to completely concentrate on revision, then you can actually revise for all the four papers in a day. Say taking 2 to 2.5 hours per paper, just two chapters in a particular paper would be sufficient and you can revise all the four. But few people will not be able to concentrate on all the four, just changing books one from the other book. So you can actually also start revising just two papers at a time. That would be fine. So, but the idea of studying just one subject in a day is not good. I don't suggest that. Two paper, that is two subjects in a day is best. If you're at the revision stage, your exams are fast approaching, in that case, you can actually take 2 to 3 hours per subject and cover all the four subjects in a day.
Okay, then I got a question like again from the law. They should start with the law or they should start with the BCR first in paper 2?
Okay, I think they should start with law. Since they have studied the provisions, to start with that, because they have a particular answer for all the question that is asked there. They would have studied all the provisions that would be there fresh in their mind when they start answering. So, and there is also a particular format for writing questions. As I told you, you'll have to discuss the provisions, then the case has to be discussed and they give the conclusion. Since all these things are there, they can law, then they can go for the general provision, like the other subject can be handled.
Okay, then I got a question like, are questions asked in accounts paper are same as in the module? Hello. Okay. Are the questions asked in account paper or same as in module?
No. Can you repeat? Because I didn't hear it properly.
Yeah. Just wait. I think we have an internet interruption.
Yes. It's fine.
Yeah. Like they're asking me this. The question paper is same as like they given in a module.
Question paper is?
Are questions asked in accounts paper or same as in like module?
Module in the sense the model exams are the meaning or they're the textbooks?
Like they're asking like a model question paper will be there in the backside, right? Like
yes,
that.
in the same format. The questions would be in the same format. The marks for the questions and the format for which they're asking would be the same, but their chapters from where the questions are asked, that may be different. That would be based on the blueprint which is given by the ICAI.
Okay, thank you. Bro, do you have like any questions, bro? Like, if you have any questions, you can comment below right now. We just answered to all the questions that you have asked. Okay, thank you, Mami. Your sister is doing good, I think so. Thank you. Just will wait. Okay, like I just got like some discussion like last month, because like ICA told, right, after you finish your 10th grade you can do your CA.
Yeah.
It's like most people after doing their 12th standard they do like foundation, after they do UG, after that they go for the inter like that. Now like if just like the people who can study work hard, right, at the age of 21, I think so. Within like a 5 to 10 years, at the age of 21, most of the people will come as a CA, like finishing like at least the inter level, I think so. After 10th 1 year, then after 4 year, after like that CA inter, then I think at 21, more people will finish the CA, I think so, after 5 years or 10 years. What's your opinion about that? Like how fast is the world is moving?
Yes, there was an announcement from ICAI recently that immediately the students complete their 10th standard, they can apply for CA Foundation. It is not that they can take up the exams. They will be applying for CA Foundation and they can start their preparations. Once they complete their 12th standard, the next attempt, suppose they complete the 12th standard, the next immediate attempt, they can write their foundation, which will actually save 6 months of students' time. Present case, in the foundation case right now, people can write their foundation only after 8 months. That is, if they complete the March, they'll be writing only by November, right? I think so. So
Yeah, yeah.
there is a loss of time for the students, like around 6 months. But in the the proposed notification by ICAI, they can write the exams immediately. If they complete 12th standard in March, the upcoming June foundation can be attempted by the students. So
Okay,
this
next
actually
question.
saves time. Yeah,
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 please,
yeah.
please continue. Okay, what about the
So
statistics? Which part is more important, like a theory or problem?
okay, so I'm not completely aware about statistics, but then people have to definitely concentrate on the problems much more than the theory part. But
Yeah,
theory forms
because
part of the basics in statistics. If they'll have to concentrate on theory, but they'll have to practice a lot of sums from statistics so that they are able to give the answers in spontaneous manner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because what happened in the 12th grade, right? Most of the people don't choose like a business math. They go for like a computer science with an accounts. Like they feel like much more difficult in maths. Say like that kind of people should. We have three sections, right? Like section A, section B, and section C.
Yeah.
Like a maths. In which thing they have to concentrate more to get more marks like that. For them, which will be easy to adapt.
Okay. So if you're a person from a non-maths background, then you should be concentrating on the theory thing. That you should never ever leave out anything on the theory part. The first focus for you should be on the theory, but it doesn't mean that the other part, the numerical part, you cannot leave out also. So you can give lesser concentration on that, and you can concentrate more on the theory portions.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a general question. Nowadays, we get more non-commerce students entering into the CA field, and they're just clearing in
Yeah.
first attempt itself. They don't know what is debit, what is credit. They finish like a BE, they finish like a BSc Computer Science. They're from the science background, but they're just coming and placing in like a top ranks, top under. What's your opinion? Because I think it's they say the commerce student, they always think they know everything, so they won't take it
Yes,
as
yes,
serious. Like a non-commerce student thinks like I don't know anything, I want to study from this book, that book. They study everything and they comes in the top under.
yes, yes.
Already the
This
commerce
is
students don't
one
have any
particular.
work here. The BE students getting the work in all the ITs. Now they enter into CA also, the big trouble is coming. Yes.
Okay, yes, there are a couple of reasons for that. As you told, the commerce students, as they have already seen all this debit credit in their 11th and 12th grades, they are not focusing too much on that. That should be one smallest reason, but I would say, like, when you're studying this 11th and 12th standard, each of the school would teach you different things. In many schools, they don't actually concentrate more on the accounting part. They don't actually teach you put you in the strongest foundation of the accounting paper. All these problems happen from school to school. So there are when the non-commerce students start with the foundation, CA foundation, everything is new to them. So whatever you teach in CA foundation, it will directly enter their mind. But when you take up the commerce students, like those who have studied commerce in the 11th and 12th, they would have already understood few things in a different manner. They might have understood few things in a wrong manner also. So they will have to erase everything, delete thing, and then learn something new. So actually, for most of the students out there at commerce, it is like a two-way process. One thing, they will have to remove all the wrong understanding or wrong interpretations of the accounting part, and then they will have to understand it in a professional way, how it is taught in ICI. But for non-commerce students, it's like straight. They are actually very clear about something. They are going to learn something very new. So things will directly go into their mind. I think that
Okay.
should be the reason why they are able to focus more. And the other thing is,
Next
like, as you
question.
told, yeah,
Yes, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
continue.
bro. Arish Bhatti. Bro, if you want to ask any question, you can ask now. Like the people ask for CA foundation, should I go for some private institute or I can do a self study?
Okay. So if since CA Foundation has few new subjects like law and all, I would suggest to go for a coaching, like maybe a private institution or ICAI coaching center. But I would suggest a few support from outside is also necessary. But if you think you can handle at your own, handle it with self study itself, you can also do that. Self study with consistency, with a lot of focus, will definitely help you to get more marks.
Like I am currently plus two. Like I registered for the May exam. What should I do now from for pre-preparation? Like he said, like he registered for
Okay.
next May. How we can start with pre-preparation?
Okay, so if you're currently there at your doing your 12th standard, I would suggest you to concentrate on the current 12th syllabus more. Do that, and apart from that, you can all if you have your if you can buy the ICI material of accountancy, you can also start practicing sums from there. And if you are in an CBSE school or something, then most of the questions, like if you concentrate on your 12th standard, it would definitely support you to greater extent with CA syllabus. But you need not if and if you find any good coaching institute nearby, you can also enroll yourself there. But I would suggest you give more time for your 12th exams first, because that itself will form as a greatest foundation for professional exams.
Then after that, more spend more time in our app, right? They get more marks.
Okay, yeah. Definitely.
Like how much important is writing practice? Because nowadays,
Okay,
no people don't have a writing practice. Everything comes in a tab, cell phone, and everything.
yeah,
So how
yeah.
much importance?
But for CA exam, but for any professional exam for that matter, writing practice is very important. See, as I told you, many people fail just because they are not able to manage the time in the exam hall. And one factor that actually leads to this is they are not able to write fast. So as I told you, while reading or while practicing papers, you'll have to set timer. For writing also, you should set timer and then write and practice at home. That is very important, because these exams are based on your writing skill. They're going to just give you the particular time, 3 hours for like for completing the theory paper, and you'll have to complete that within the given time. After studying everything, after having so much of knowledge and thoroughly reading all the chapters, if you're not able to write fast and if you're not able to complete the papers on time, then spending so much time on learning and studying is going to become waste. So better, you should also spend extra time in practicing your writing skills. Writing skills are very important.
Okay, there will be no deduction, right? If they don't write a section in law, they keep on
Definitely
asking
no.
this question.
Yes,
Definitely no,
definitely.
bro.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
for sure. They won't deduct you any marks. So I've seen some of the people mugging up all the sections in law, but that is not at all required. Even at final level, we people don't write the section numbers. There is no mark deduction for not writing the section numbers. You can be damn sure about it.
Okay, then like how much important does like a BCom holds for CS? It's like a CS needs to become a, like a BCom, like MBA, or like PhD like that.
Okay, I don't actually get you. Sorry.
How much importance
Uh,
does BCom holds for CS?
CS.
CA,
CA.
CA,
Okay,
CA.
CA. Fine, fine, fine. So okay, BCom, all right. So if you just want to concentrate on your professional course, you can actually just study CA alone, and you can do your BCom or any other degree in correspondence. That is fine. But if you are a person who is not able, doesn't want to lose your experience or lose your exposure at your college, then you can do that. But you'll have to look in which part of India you are, because in places like Tamil Nadu or Chennai, we have the college timing here is little huge. Like it's like more or less like school timing. So if people are going for the college, and they'll have to spend so much time in the college and then come back home, and rush to the CA centers, like CA coaching centers, and then spend their time there, they will not be able to get time for their preparation for exams. So it's better
Okay.
you concentrate on CA professional courses first. But there
Okay,
will
then
not be
how?
any problem if you don't do BCom and you're just going to do CA. This is not going to affect your career in any way. The people once you complete CA and once you go for an interview, there is a myth out there that only those students who do their regular BCom and complete CA are given more importance or more preference than others. But that is only a myth. Once you have good articleship exposure and once you have good knowledge, good presentation at interview, definitely you will be selected at good company. You will be definitely
Yeah.
placed in a good company.
Okay. Then like they're asking again the same question like just give me like a 2 3 important points about the law and VCR just quick. We just answer this question again and again. They ask like
Okay.
how much like we give 1,000 answers. They're asking like 1,001 question. Like how we can
Okay, I
prepare for
think
VCR and law
okay, I think
because they
law and
fear for
VCR has
that.
become
Yeah, because they
yes,
didn't
this
study in their 12th grade, right? They never come up with that, right? They fear for like a law and VCR more.
yes, yes. Since it is new, a new thing to the students, they are afraid of it. But nothing to be afraid here. It is just another paper in CA syllabus. And if you give your consistent studying is there, definitely you can clear those papers easily. As I told you, the presentation in the exam paper is very important. You will have to be precise in your answers. You see, you would have studied so many things in BCR and law, but you cannot keep writing everything in the answer paper. Read out the question, think what is precisely required to be answered, and you just have to give that particular answer there, and you need not keep on writing it. That is one particular thing. And when you are studying, revision is going to be very important. This will definitely help you in exam. Since law and BCR is new, you will have to revise it as many times as possible. I would suggest all of you to go for minimum 3 revisions before exam. That's very important. At least 3 times you should have revised papers before you go for the exam. And 2 mock exams are important. You would have practiced writing. Getting my video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just reading your audio.
Okay. So at least 2 times.
It's just no. Now it's clear. Now it's clear.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. So as I was telling you, at least 3 times. At least revising every chapter for every subject exam is very important, as well as at
Oh,
least 2 times you will have to give your mock. All these things will actually make you understand exams and what are the extra preparations that you require. But after writing the mock exams or after revising, if you're not off, the fear, you will have to throw away the fear that is there inside you. Being it a law paper for few of
I think
mathematics, whatever the subject be, you will have to fear that is there inside you, that is sitting inside you. As I told you, pain in life, so you will have to take up slight pain. You will have to revise, keep on revising the chapters that you don't get. You can write practice. All these things will definitely help you. And one best tip that I can give for those students who are not able to understand a particular chapter or a particular subject, the best method that I used to follow in my time is I will teach it to some other student. Like maybe if you are in a group, if you are sitting and studying together in a group for two with 2 or 3 of your friends, you can all, if you don't understand a particular chapter or particular concept, you can call your friend and teach it to them. Maybe after understanding, you're not able to remember a particular concept, you can always teach it to your friend or anyone who is available, so that it enhances your memory power. The brain will eventually understand the thing in a proper way. That would be the tip which I have been following from my time. Whenever I don't understand a particular concept, I would try to understand it to a level of 70 to 80%, whatever is possible from my end. Then I would call my friend and I will be telling he or she whatever I have understood. Then she would be correcting me in few places. Then as we discuss it to with each other, we get to know the topic in entirety. So, and this healthy discussion with the friends, this will make me remember the concept up to the exam hall. So that is how you can also follow this.
the next question is how to cope up with this exam extensions.
Exam extensions, do not put your ear for that. Just close it. That is what I should say. Just do not
Yeah.
keep bothering about all these exam extensions. If you are given an extension, if you're given an extra time, that should be seen as a blessing for you. Because many a times, if you've attempted a paper before, or if you discuss with your friends who have attended CA exams before, everybody would complain, if I was given 1 day extra, or if I was given 2 days extra, I would have completed this chapter. There was question from this chapter. Since I didn't find time to recall it or revise it or study it, I am not able to answer it in the exam paper. But now the students who are going to appear for the forthcoming exams are really blessed that they are able to get extra time for completing their portions. So whoever have left out portions would be there. Few or 1 or 2 chapters you would not have prepared for the exams. You can always see this as an opportunity to study and complete those chapters. And for
Yeah,
those students of all, yeah,
okay, I got a
yeah,
message like I cannot even study for 2 hours from that postponement time, like a postponed time. From that postponed time, it says like I don't have concentration to study. I just want to
okay,
throw my book like.
okay. Okay,
Hmm.
this happens for, again, this happens for every student. But you should come back to your studies. Yes, enjoying 1 day. If you're given a 40-day extension, enjoying 1 or 2 days is okay, fine. Everybody will do that. But after that, you should come back to the track. You should again start studying, again start revising. You should, suppose you have set a target of just passing your exams. Now you should improve your target. You should increase your target. Say, I'll have to get more than 70 marks in each of the papers. You should, when you increase your target, definitely your mind would be set that you should start studying, start focusing on the things that you have not, and the things that you have not concentrated before. I think you can get my point. You increase your
Yeah.
target. Say target to 60 marks previously, now it should be getting more than 80 marks in each of the papers. Targets are improved, increased, then your mind is again should be going on the tracks to continue studying. Okay, but it is not a good practice to just close your books and run away, watch all the and take a lot of entertainment outside. You should come back to tracks as soon as possible and start preparing for the exams.
Okay, they're just saying like we have only 30 days time. We should concentrate on the things that we have studied before, or we have to study new things. We have to concentrate time on like for studying, or we have to do like a more model test.
Okay, fine. All right. So this here you can decide on things like, first you should focus on revision. You would have studied everything previously. But if you don't revise, don't focus on revising or taking up model exam in these 30 days, then you're going to start forgetting whatever you have revised. I mean, whatever you have studied previously. That should not happen. So maybe if you say for an example, in all the four subjects, you've completed 80% of it. This 80% you should start revising. This 80% you should give lot of mock exams. The remaining 20%, whichever you have not studied, every day you can set 1 or 2 hours time, and then slowly one by one you can study that. Okay, so start focusing. Since you just have 30 days, you should focus on revising and taking up the mock exam. That is most important, because whatever you have studied, 60% or 70% of the entire portions if you have covered, that should be revised first. Because as the exam nears, the stress inside you will build up. This stress will make you fear about the exams, and this fear will make you forget whatever you have already studied. So that should never happen in a student's life. So you should revise whatever you have studied, and then concentrate allocate 1 or 2 hours in every day to study those things which you have not studied earlier. That can happen, but give maximum time for revision and maximum time for mock exam in these 30 days.
Yeah, they say like how much importance like a model exam, like before they are attending the real IC exam, how much model exam they have to write and practice like everything.
Okay, as I told you, 2 mock exams or 2 model exams are enough. But definitely, I would say at least 2 should be there. If you're not writing the mock exams at all, then that's going to be a dangerous situation at exam, because when you sit at the exam hall, there is huge fear, there is huge stress that will be building up. That the situation there, when you are sitting with your exam question paper, with your pen, the invigilator coming around, all these things will build up a lot of stress. Especially when you start from your home for your exams, your parents would be saying like, will you definitely pass, you should be writing well. All these things will definitely put you under a lot of stress. So that for avoiding all this stress, practice writing mock papers. Only writing mock papers will help you with stress. management of the stress and the time is very important with respect to exams.
Okay, so just keep on practicing the mock test in our app. Okay, advertisement for 10 seconds.
Yes.
Okay. Like, okay, there's only 10 minutes, like 9 minutes more. Like, we'll just take two minutes for every subject. Like, paper one, paper two, paper three, paper four. We'll just take like, a
Okay.
quick tip for like all the four subjects. Two minutes for all the subjects.
Okay.
Paper one.
Okay, fine. So I'll start with accounting. Yes, paper one thing. It's a subjective paper. People already focus a lot, but for those students, whoever is not focusing much in accounting, I would suggest please give a lot of time for accounting. And most of the students would be asking me from where to practice the questions. I would suggest first go with ICAI material. That is most important. First start with ICAI material. Whatever questions are there, since I am teaching students in accounting paper, I've seen when I go through the previous exam question papers, I can see a lot of questions are asked from ICAI material itself. So first focus on ICAI material. When it comes to accounting in particular, when you're revising, you should start with two chapters together. These two chapters should be split in such a way that one is an easy chapter, like bank reconciliation statement or any one particular concept from the special transaction. Another should be from the topics like partnership accounting and all those things. So if you are able to balance your revision, like one from the easy chapter and the other from a difficult chapter, your revision would be easy. You can actually focus more on the difficult chapter and just quickly revise the easy chapter. Your revision should be such a way that you cover all the chapters in accounting before your exams, and that revision should happen at least thrice.
Okay, paper two, like a long VCR again.
Okay, I've been talking a lot about law and VCR. I'm not much aware about the VCR in depth since I'm not teaching on that. And even when I was doing CA, I was a CPT student, so I didn't had VCR that time. So about law, again, the preparation tips would be like you should start most of the
Like,
for
what
every
difference you
student.
feel, once again, what difference you feel between like CPT and CA foundation?
Okay, CPT was actually easier, I should say. Okay, CPT was like all the papers were MCQ type. Of course, we had negative marks, but even here, people are faced with two papers are MCQ, and again they are pressured with the negative marks. But adding up subjects like BCR, all these things actually enhances their knowledge. But for students immediately after completing their 12th, giving subjects like this, giving more amount of chapters in law, found it slightly difficult than CPT, I should say, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, then paper three.
But with the time, yeah,
Yeah,
paper
yes,
three.
yes. Yeah, we
Yes,
can continue. After that, you can say about paper three.
no, I forgot what I was about to say.
Okay, paper three.
That's okay. Yeah, paper three. Okay, paper three is max, right? Max and statistics. Right.
Yeah.
All right. So that is again an objective question paper, and be aware about the negative marks. Able to answer many questions there in the exams, then you can actually take risk by leaving out certain questions. See, if you leave a certain question, you're not going to be charged with the negative marks. But when you add a question, and if that question goes wrong, then you will be taken a few marks, like 25% of the marks would be taken away from the answers that you have made correct. So you can always take risk of leaving out certain questions which you are not confident at all. If the confidence level is like just 10% or 20%, you can take risk by leaving few questions just to avoid this negative marking. Okay. So while studying, okay, math, statistics for studying, people should not first of all study that. People should practice mathematics and statistics. See, there is a difference between studying and practicing. If you're just going to look at sums, just like how you read a novel, that's not going to help you at all. You will have to practice the sums, solve with your pen and paper and solve it. Think as if you're sitting in the exam hall and try to solve each questions. That will only improve the speed, improve the understanding of the concepts in maths and statistics. Those small theory things in statistics that can be studied, that can be practiced. But for the entire numerical part, you should sit and practice with your pen and papers.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
paper 4.
Economics, right?
Economics and BCK.
Okay. Okay, economics and the other one. All right. Again, it's a theory paper, but as I told you, as in the previous discussion, do not give lesser focus on this paper. This will definitely help you to increase your aggregate marks with which you can actually pass your CA foundation. Remember, CA foundation is only an entrance to this course, professional course of CA. So you should not be taking this particular subject, this particular paper very easy, and you shouldn't be losing marks there. Think this is the subject which will make you enter the CA course and give more focus on this and prepare this particular.
Okay, we have like a
Yeah.
final 3 minutes. Like, what do you want to say for like generally for CA foundation students? Like there are like so much issues like a postpone, they didn't prepare. Some people are waiting. I just want more extension till January. Someone then said, no, not January. Just do it for next May. We'll just write it like. What do you want to say for general like a CA foundation students? Like a motivation or a kind of
Okay,
last
so I'll
3 minutes.
I'll have to here. First advice is for those students who have studied everything thoroughly and just waiting for exams. Those students who say like, even if the exams are going to happen tomorrow, I'm like that. For those students, take this 30 days or 35 days as your opportunity and try to get more marks in this paper. I mean, in your foundation exams. That would be my best advice. Do not be afraid of these postponements, or do not even hear to these postponements. It is just God is just giving you few more opportunities or few more days to focus on your things and give your best in the exams. Second thing is for those students who want extra time, who want more time to concentrate on the exams. Yes, again there are
I think
extensions.
more than like a students, your relatives came for the life.
Okay. Yes, even my cousins are joining. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The group B and group C students.
Yes. So group B students who want more time for writing, more time for the preparations, use this particular few days, few more extra time which ICI given you to prepare well. Concentrate on those things that you've already studied. Do not keep studying newer. Worry a lot. Worry your mind a lot. Don't build up stress in your mind.
Yeah.
Getting my video?
Can hear. Can hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Other students, set of students, or those who want to be postponed after those things. But remember, friends, if things are going to just keep on postponing, then the world will not understand your ability. You just have to sometime stop preparing and start showing to the world your ability and your efficiency and effectiveness in studying. For this, you will have to write exams, the answers in the exams, the score that you get, the marks, the results of the exam will show it to the world. Maybe it your friends or relatives or whoever they will get to know your ability. For that, you should write your exams and pray God that you should write your exams as early as possible. That will make the others to learn about your ability, to learn about your intelligence. And that is why you have taken the prophecy, right? And you don't think that the exams to be, you just think that exams are to happen as early as possible so that your abilities are coming out, people around you can understand you of your intelligence.
Okay. Like, okay, it's the time 3. Like, people, do you have any questions? Like, you can ask now. If not, we will wind up. I think there's no more question. If you want to say anything like a short in a 1 line or 2 line, you can like you can say. Oh. If not, okay, we can wind it up.
Okay. You want to, yeah. So all the
Conclusion, the
best for
conclusion.
students,
Yeah.
all the students. Yes. Do not be afraid of your, never ever fear about your exams. Fear is the only thing which will make you fail in exams. Better throw away all the fear and focus on whatever you have in hand. Maybe 30 days or whatever days you have in hand. With all the preparations that you have already made, feel confident that you will definitely clear the exam. Manifest yourself that you are already a CA, already you've completed your CA foundation, and start focusing on whatever you have to do in these days. Definitely revise. Do not forget the word revise. You should definitely revise to understand the concept, to better interpret it, all the provisions in the CA syllabus. Okay, then all these things will definitely help you in your exams. With confidence, appear for exams and complete it. Definitely, the results would be on the positive side. Yeah.
Um, Actually, Kushi Gupta, like we already told, we talked about the law more and more. We'll just post this live in the IGTV so you can watch it later. Because the people, they keep on coming like after 10 minutes, right? Every people, the
Yes,
first question
they are
is
newly
law.
joined.
So we'll just, yeah. Okay, I think it's time. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me to the live session.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye bye.